What's going on, family? This is Rafa from Criado. I hope you're having a blessed day. And for today's video, I want to talk about the shortness of life and how it is important to, as long as we know that we have a short life, that we choose rightly, correctly, how to use this life, what to do, and to do something good with it. But before we just get started, don't forget to smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, give us a comment in the section below. So, I've just read a book called, named On the Shortness of Life by Seneca, a philosopher. And it was a very good reading because as Christians, it's interesting that when you read this kind of things, you will connect with Christianity. And in this book he talks very interesting things, how, for instance, how for people that say the life is short, this is not as short as they think, because a lot of people spend their time with a lot of distractions, this kind of things, and because of it their days becomes shortened. And he teaches how it is important to use correctly. So for instance, have you ever faced the experience of waking up like 5 a.m., going to the gym, then studying, reading, and you do a lot of things, and when you look at the clock, you see it's like 2 p.m. and you say, well, today the day is not shortened, it's been a long day. And other days that you spend the whole day, I don't know, playing video games or watching Netflix, and suddenly you see that it is already 10 p.m. or 11 p.m. and it's time for you to go to sleep, and you say, well, today the day went fast. But it wasn't fast, actually. The thing here is that you choose wrongly the way that you would spend your time. So this is what this book is about. And I just want to read a couple of verses. Not actually a couple, just one verse, I think. Two, actually. That it is in Psalms, the book of Psalms 39. We're going to read verse 4 and 5. So it says, O Lord, make me know my end, and what's the measure of my days. Let me know how fleeting I am. Behold, you have made my days a few handbreadths, and my lifetime is as nothing before you. Surely all mankind stands as a mere breath. The point here is, I don't agree with everything that Seneca says. Our life here, it is short, even though you spend wisely your time. For instance, I'm 25. Let's say I'm gonna live until 85. I have 60 years. But then, when you start to think that through this whole years, you will spend like 8, 7, sometimes 9, 10 hours a day sleeping, and then you have the time that you are, you have to go to the bathroom, you have to eat, and you have to work. Then when you see, actually 60 years is probably like 40 years that you have on earth, in my situation, for instance. So even though you can have a good life here, you can wake up every single day 4 a.m., do a lot of stuff, even though you have not as much as you want here on earth. Probably in my situation 40 years, considering that I'm gonna live until I reach 85, which is hard. But so I don't agree with that with Seneca, because our life, it is short, as we just read here in the book of Psalms. Our life is nothing. It's nothing. But there's something that I agree with Seneca, that we can choose wisely what we do with our time here on earth. So my advice for you, my recommendation, it is to spend your whole time to preach the gospel. Because this is the only thing that will matter at the end of the day. Because once we pass away here on earth and we go to heaven, the only thing that really matters was what we have done for Christ, how we lived for Christ first, and the things that we done for Him here on earth. This is the only thing that really matters here on our lives on earth. So my advice is, read the Bible, live your life for Christ, and spend your whole time to do something that is greater, to preach the gospel. I mean, my dream, it was to be a musician. I still have this professional dream in my heart. I wanted to have a studio if God gave me the opportunity. I wanted to make money with music, stuff like that. It would be awesome because I enjoy playing the guitar, creating arrangements. I enjoy that. But I have in my heart today that this is not the thing that really matters here on earth. Because once I die, this will all vanish. And, considered nothing. Be considered as nothing. So I'm trying the hardest as I can to live for this. To live for this cause. There's a song, Houston United old song that I really enjoy. It's called I'm Living for This Cause. And this is the real deal, because the only thing that really matters is this. We'll have an eternal life to, enjoy, to learn more about other things in heaven. We'll have eternity. So the point that I have is this. Well, as long as I'm here on earth, I'll try my best to do something for this cause. This was the main point of this channel, and it still is. Because I start to feel this in my heart that I have to do something greater than just live my life for myself, to try to reach my dreams, that to become a musician, a music producer, and stuff like that. You gotta understand that this is so much important. So I'm very happy to have this YouTube channel because the whole Bible is here. This is the best thing that I ever done in my life. The thing that I feel most grateful. Besides of course salvation, but God could choose Americans to do this, and He chose me, a Brazilian. English is not even my first language, and it's very complicated to read the Bible, even in Portuguese. In another language, it is even harder. It's not easy. So God chose me, and He chose me, and I'm very grateful for it. This is so amazing. I'm having the opportunity to be part of this, to be part of the kingdom, and I'm so grateful for this. And my advice for you is live for something greater. The gospel is something that is greater, something that really matters once you pass away here on earth. If God has put into your heart a feeling to create a YouTube channel, do this. If it is to do other things, do it, because this is the only thing that really matters at the end of the day. So, this was the video of the day. Very, very simple. The idea is quite clear. Live your life for something greater. You don't have too much time here on earth. And imagine how sad it would be for you, once you hit 85 years old and you take a look of whatever you have done in your life, and you start thinking, man, I just spent my life for for my own things, my own dreams, and I did nothing for Christ. I don't wanna have this feeling. Something that I have in my heart is this: once I hit 85, I can take a look of everything I've done. I can say, man, unfortunately, I didn't become a professional musician. I didn't make money with music, or I didn't have my studio, or I didn't have the opportunity to to live these dreams. But you know what? I did what Christ asked me to do. Even though it was very hard, I fell a lot of times, but Christ, He helped me to come back. So I couldn't give up. So I didn't give up. He helped me through, and here I am here today. And even though I'm weak, with 85 years old, I did what God called me to do. I did what I was created for. I did something that was greater than my life, something that really matters. I preached the gospel. So this was the message of the day. If you enjoy it, don't forget, smash the like button, subscribe our channel, and give some comment on the section below. And don't forget to share this with someone. So I hope I can see you in the next devotional time. May God bless you.